Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. This is Life Lessons 267, our Life Lessons series, just something I do from time to time to give you insight into things that life may be trying to teach you that you may not necessarily be paying the most possible attention to. Continue to connect with that on a deeper level and hopefully lead things in a positive direction for you. Please feel free to reach out if you're looking for coaching at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either one will get you in touch with me or a member of my team. We can make something happen from there, hopefully. So in any event, please feel free to reach out at PO Perception or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. First thing to look at is belief. So, believe it or not, people are trying to control what you believe. And also, if you can control with what you believe and or look at your beliefs as something to be updated on a regular basis, you can protect yourself from winding up in emotionally difficult situations more often than not. Obviously, you're not going to protect yourself from getting snuck on a continual basis. You're just going to protect yourself part of the time, but still protecting yourself part of the time is better than protecting yourself none of the time. So, identifying ways in which you can begin to protect yourself in a good way there can be super, super valuable for your own benefit. And when we begin to understand the value of self protection as it relates to dealing with emotional stuff, we also then can make better decisions in a good way or in a way that is going to lead to positivity and progressiveness in a meaningful, masterful way. So hopefully, understanding that what you believe is what you become, what you believe also becomes what you focus on, and the narrative through which you live your life. If you're not happy with where life is going, then continuing to potentially choose to believe different things about what's around you, about how life is going to matter, and what you need to be doing can be super, super valuable for a number of reasons, and also understanding that kind of controlling the narrative of belief is important as you begin to move forward, and so that becomes super, super valuable. Next thing to look at from a better value is kind of looking at the nature of model the behavior of those whom you want to become like. When you begin to understand that who you model has an impact on who you're becoming or who you become, then you begin to understand how to use energy towards your best possible outcome, towards the things you want to accomplish. Oftentimes, modeling in the right way can be somewhat difficult, not always the hardest thing in the world, but what you model, where you model, does then become connected to the things that you are able to achieve and get out of your own life. And so, if you don't necessarily like where you are, look at what you're modeling, look at who you're modeling, look at the behavior that you are putting out into the universe. The change of your behavior and the change of your beliefs will change the outcome or the potential opportunities that you get and or are getting from your life. And so does it happen easily? Not always. Does it happen all the time? Not always. But does it happen if you put the time out into it? 100% yes. And that becomes important as well as you begin to understand the need to connect on a level of value in that way and in understanding the things that you need to do in order to identify the things that you are focused upon. The next thing is find out what drives you and use that to your advantage. If you're driven by creativity, then do things that are more creative. If you're driven by family or friends or the desire for a relationship that's healthy, use those things that drive you to your advantage. If you're connected to your drive and you know what drives you on a consistent basis, you're more likely to remain committed, connected, and fully engaged within the idea of what matters most in a good way. If you're not understanding that value, if you don't understand what drives you, there's going to be challenges there in a manner that isn't necessarily, working for your best interest continually. And so the choice to make decisions about what makes you the most successful or the most happy or the most valuable is something that you need to think about, consider, identify, and kind of look at from a deeper level. Do we always know what we need to be focused on? Not always, but often making those decisions about level of focus can be something we can control if we really are committed to the process of it. And so your level of commitment is also important. So continue to put your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.